Okay, this is the video of myself as a celebrant meeting with two people to sign the necessary paperwork and have some preliminary discussion about the ceremony at which they've asked me to be the celebrant. So, Judith. Oh, sorry about that. Pleased to meet you. Good
Lovely
to put
to meet you.
A face to
Thank you.
the voice on the end of the phone. Ronaldo.
Yes.
Do you like being called Ron or Ronaldo?
I like Ronaldo now.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Excellent. Good to see you. Look. How's Adam? Have you seen him lately?
Yes, we had lunch the other day. We catch up with him and some of the other cast members every now and then.
Right.
We told him we were meeting you, so he sends his best regards.
Oh, thanks for that. Yeah. It sounded like it was a really intense show. You obviously, everybody got together.
Yes, we did. It was really intense, and it was very much group created.
Right.
And it was Adam's recommendation that you involve the couple in what they want for the wedding that made us decide to come to you, because they're still talking about how Adam and Jim had such a lovely time.
Oh, I'm very pleased. It was a pleasure doing that ceremony. Yeah, them both being quite so creative as well. It was a very fulfilling ceremony for a celebrant to do. And I'm glad they still remember it. I'm certainly glad that they referred you
That's good.
to me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try and do three things today. The first is to confirm the arrangements as to where and when, particularly the date of the ceremony that we're going to do, your marriage. Then I want to do some paperwork that we have to get done. Oh, you all right with the water?
Thank you.
Are you right for water?
Yes.
Do you want to come a little bit? Okay, why don't I do that top up there? So I want to also fill in some paperwork that has to be done, and then we'll have a talk about the broad outline of the ceremony. I know you've done some planning around that, but I can talk you through things that have to be done and what else we might do. Shall we start with the paperwork, get that out of the way?
Yeah, let's do that. I always get a bit anxious about these things, crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. You're a bit like me in that way. And being a celebrant, it's important for me anyway to get things as good as I can. Now, the first thing though, I want to make clear that you understand what my payment arrangements are. As I've said to you, I think Judith in the phone and also an email to you, I charge $1,250 for my part of it, and what that means is doing the paperwork, negotiating the paperwork with the registry, making sure they get all the paperwork on time, doing the rehearsal, talking with you about the ceremony, helping you frame it, and then conducting the ceremony on the day. I think, Judith, you said that you've also basically got the catering and the venue hire and that kind of stuff.
We've got the venue booked already, and a rough idea of what we want to have, music, the decoration.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. I am always happy to suggest people that I also work with in those sorts of areas, catering, decor, sound, lighting, and so on.
Okay.
If you need it,
I think we have all that in hand.
Okay.
It's okay.
But that's fine. I'll send you the information anyway, or you can always ask me for the information in case anything goes wrong and somebody kind of can't do it on the day, or you find they're not up to scratch. Okay, so what the fee arrangement then is that once we do this work today, I will then email you a record of what we've done, copies of some of the documents that we're going to be filling out, and an invoice for 25% of the fee. And you can pay that any way you like, cash, check.
We'll do it by bank transfer.
Great, okay. So the remainder will be due 1 week before the ceremony. Now we'll also have to sign one of these forms as close to the day of the actual ceremony as possible. I'll explain the form later. We could probably do it at that time, so it'd be we might make an arrangement that way, and that I guess gets out of the way. Okay, so ready to get started on the paperwork?
Yep, let's go.
Great. Okay, now the first thing we're going to fill in is a notice of intended marriage. Now, while we're going to fill it in today and sign it all off, it has to be done today because it's an advance notice that, to me, that you want to get married.
Yeah.
It doesn't get lodged though with the registry until we've actually done the ceremony. But because I've dated it today, they know that you've given me the adequate advance. Now, to start that off, can you just both have a read of those things there?
Yeah.
I want to particularly draw your attention to the privacy information. Basically, any information you give me, I'm bound by privacy legislation to keep private.
Yep.
I store it both in a paper form, as we'll fill in today, and that's the paper form goes to the registry, but I also keep electronic files and an electronic database. I don't share the database with anybody, and it's encrypted, so there's no way, well, as far as it can be safe, it is safe electronically.
Okay. Yeah.
The other thing is, just to note that, and I'll again pick up on this later, but that you have to be over 18, obviously, to...
Yes, we both qualify.
Well,
Okay. Pleased to hear it. I know you're both actors, and I thought, there's always a chance you might be fooling me on, but no, that's great. Okay, so let's get on to actually doing it. Now, the first thing I want to do is confirm the time and date and place of the marriage. So,
okay. We want to be married on the 5th of June this year, and that's the anniversary of when Ronaldo proposed to me.
Okay.
And we...
what's the time of the ceremony?
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 5th of June, and it will be in my eldest son's garden.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, it's 24 Mimosa Crescent, Balgowlah.
24.
Yep.
Mimosa Crescent, Balgowlah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, you're making notice of intended marriage to me, so I will put my name in there as I am the celebrant. I put my address, 203 Trafalgar Street, Petersham. Okay. Now, look, I could have said this to you to get it filled in advance, but I like doing it face to face as much as I can.
That's good. Yeah.
It helps us to talk through and make sure we're getting the right information.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so let me start with you, Judith. Okay, I need to start. Oh, do you two want to be known as bride and groom, or partner and partner? Or?
I think partner. Yeah.
Partner and partner? Yeah. Okay, so I'll note that. And that's going to be fine when you do your vows and I solemnize it as well. There'll always be change. You can certainly say partner and partner. Judith, just another quick question though. What's your contingency plan for if it rains on the day, or is it too cold? It is June.
No, we're going to have a marquee anyway.
Okay.
So if it's raining or it's too cold, we'll go onto the large veranda at my son's house.
Okay.
And that'll work.
Great. Okay, all right. So let's get some details down. This information, it goes to the registry, and that's their record. De-identified information also goes to the Australian Bureau of Statistics for statistical purposes, knowing how many marriages get done and whether they're going to overseas people involved and so forth and so on. Again, it's de-identified.
Great.
Okay, great. So let's start with you. So I'll call you Party 1.
Yep.
Your surname?
Daly, D-A-L-E-Y.
Okay. Your given names?
Judith Ann. Ann with an E.
And with an E.
Yep.
You,
and I live at...
just before you do that, you identify as female?
I do.
Okay. Your address, please.
Unit M11.
M11.
Spectrum at 147 McAvoy. That's Ncevoy Street, Alexandria, 2015.
Okay. Your usual occupation?
I'm retired.
Okay, retired. Your conjugal state?
I'm divorced.
Divorced. have a look at your divorce document in a minute.
Yep.
Your birthplace? I need basically the town, the street.
Lismore in New South Wales. Yeah.
It's W. Date of birth?
The 6th of July 1944.
1944. You were born in Australia, so that part doesn't matter.
Yep.
Can I just have a look at your birth certificate?
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm just going to take these notes down. I've got to fill in another part of this form a bit later where I record the numbers of the registrations that I'm doing. So, Julie, C2CA. Okay, you can take that back now. Okay, your father's name in full, please.
My father's name was Frank Arthur Daly, and he was also born in Australia.
Arthur Daly, Australia. And your mother's full maiden name, please.
Okay, she was Jane Frawley, and she was also born in Australia.
Okay, from also Australia.
Yeah.
Now, number of previous marriages?
Oh, just the one.
Just the one.
That's enough.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's not uncommon these days.
No, it's
really
not.
For there to be more than one marriage. But okay, just the one.
Yep.
The year that you married.
In 1968.
68. Number of children of that marriage?
3 children. First one was born in 69.
69.
Then one in 71.
71.
And then 72.
72.
Yep.
Okay. Now, your last marriage was terminated by divorce?
Yes, in 2006.
Okay. 2006. So can I just see your divorce?
Thank you.
Let's look at the day, month, just note, divorce, okay, thanks for that.
Thank you.
There. Now, last question to you, Judith. Are you and Ron related in any way?
No, we're not.
Well, we hope to be.
Yes, that is the function of this ceremony that we're involved in. So
it is.
Great. Okay, now, Ronaldo.
Yes.
Over to you. So, you will be party number 2, and you will be the partner. Your surname?
McCullough.
Yep. Can you just spell the last name?
McCullagh.
Excellent.
The Irish version.
No. Excellent.
Yeah.
Your given name?
Ronald.
But you like being called Ronaldo?
I do. There's a story to that, but I won't.
No, look, save it for the wedding day. A lovely story to be telling at the ceremony. Be lovely. Great.
Okay.
You identify as male.
That's right.
Okay. Your usual address?
1/59 Morris Street, Summerhill.
Okay.
New South Wales 2130, and I'm also divorced.
Divorced. Your usual occupation?
Well, I'm retired, but I do voluntary work, and that's an occupation too.
What sort of voluntary work do you do?
Well, I work for 3 organisations.
Right.
Smith Family, Housing Australia, and an obscure organisation that collects books and gives them to people on the street.
How lovely.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Books Are Us, it's called.
Oh, okay. Sure, I have a few books I might pass on to you.
Those little book libraries you might see around.
Yes,
Yeah, we stock them up.
Oh, very lovely. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, where were you born? I just need the town and the country if you were born outside.
It was a big city. Glasgow, Scotland.
Very big city indeed, yes. And your date of birth?
10th of March, 1948, as I said, in Glasgow.
Okay. Now, have you got your birth certificate there with you?
Actually, no, because I couldn't find one, and I checked with the registry in Glasgow.
Okay.
So, but I have a passport. Will that do?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let me just get those details down there. Yep, certainly. How long have you been living in Australia?
Oh, probably 60-something years.
Do you know exactly?
I was born in 1948 and I came here when I was 4.5. Maths wasn't one of my favourites.
1948, you came here, so you came here in 52,
That's
so
right. Yeah.
57?
That's right, 58th year coming up.
58th year coming up, great. Okay, now I'm going to just take your passport number details down as well. PP, it's a British passport. Well, UK passport, I beg your pardon. I know how sensitive these matters are.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, you can have that back. Your father's name, please.
Same as me, Ronald McCullough.
Okay. And where was he born?
Glasgow, Scotland.
Okay. And your mother?
Well, her name was Mary McKenna.
Okay. And where was she born?
In Glasgow as well.
Okay. Now, previous marriages?
Yes, I've had one. I'm divorced though.
Okay. The year in which you got married, yes?
1969.
Okay. Number of children from previous marriages?
Just one child, Benjamin. He was born in 1970.
So that's 49. And you were divorced. And can I see the divorce?
There is that.
Okay, excellent. So that's a British one, but that's perfectly acceptable again. I'll just put the date here. Okay. And I'll just take the number. Okay, now you can have that back. And are you related to Judith in any way?
No, but again, I hope to be.
Excellent.
It's over and done with.
Okay. Now, can you two check the details, and then Judith, if you will sign there, and Ronaldo, if you will sign there, and then I will sign as the witness. I'm just going to check on something. I'll be back in half a minute.
Sure. Right. That's all right to me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry, just doing a few other things
Thank you.
before I was coming. I just wanted to make sure that something that I had been copying finalised. Try not to have too many interruptions. So I will sign this as the witness.
Yep.
I'm a celebrant. And the date today is the 13th. 13th, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tomorrow's Valentine's Day, how is it? The 2nd. 13th. Now that's the other thing I needed to check was in terms of this notice that you're giving it to me 1 month in advance, at least 1 month in advance, which you are.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Now I'll be completing this section here after you go, just to save us some time.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be your phone, right?
I'll just turn it off.
Okay, no worries. And that will be where I record some of the details that we've been talking about.
Yep.
Look, I will copy that.
Yep.
I need to use a paper form for the registry. They haven't gone to electronic files yet, but I'll also keep an electronic copy of that. And I'll send you an electronic copy, so you will have that just in case something goes wrong with the paper copy, or in fact my file copy.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so the next form we're going to fill it's in 2 parts. The first is the declaration of no legal impediment to your marriage.
Okay.
Now, basically, it's about have you been married before? Have you, are you divorced? Are you currently married to anybody else? Are you the right age? Now, this form, I'll fill it in today. We won't sign it today because we want to try and sign it as close as we can to the day you get married.
Okay.
Because there may be some change in the circumstances. I'm pretty sure there won't be. You're not going to grow any older. Oh, well, you grow older, but you're already
What
older.
about on the day?
You could do it on the day, but I thought maybe we could do it when I
When we
do the final
pay,
invoice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because that would also be a good time maybe to do just a bit of a rehearsal.
That's good.
We could organise all that in one go then and knock that off.
Let's do that.
That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Okay. So, and it'll be Ronaldo, well, Ronald, because that's what's on your...
Yes, I've never used that name.
No.
And then your address. Declare that you are a divorced person. There's no impediment to your marriage with Judith Denling. Address. You haven't applied for any order to. Yep. Okay, so that's fine with you. Judith. Denling. I'll put your address. Interestingly, I also want you to put your occupation on this document. I'm not entirely sure. I guess it's all about making sure it's the right person. That you are also divorced. Okay, seems to be going again. Sorry about that. I've been videoing this also for some instructions that I'm doing for some students who are studying celebrancy, and I've been having a bit of a problem with my video camera, but it seems to be going again.
Good.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Yes, I wasn't sure what that was about.
Yes, okay.
Okay, as I said, we'll do that at the week beforehand.
Good.
I also need to fill in this official certificate of marriage. Look, to save time today, I might do that. But if I can get the names of your witnesses, please.
Oh, yes. Elizabeth Rose James.
And Darren Spinks.
Anna.
S-P-I-N-K-S.
Okay. Okay, so again, this doesn't have to be done until the actual day.
Yep.
There'll also be an official certificate of marriage from the registry as well. But again, I'll just to save us time today, as I said, I'll complete these. I'll send you copies so you can check and make sure everything is in order.
We'd like that, but one copy will be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just do one copy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's basically the paperwork done.
Good.
Yeah. Now we can sort of relax, really. Okay. So now let's talk about. I'm just going to see some notes that I think you sent me, Jude, about the marriage. Just
yes. Yep.
So I can be clear that I've got that under control too.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, before I do that though, I also need officially to give you this brochure on relationship advice and counseling services. It's part of what we do as celebrants. You know, marriage has changed over time. There are different things perhaps that people need to think about and entering into marriage. For both of you in particular, I guess, you're an older couple getting married. There may be, you both have separate lives. There may be things that you want to just talk through. It's there for you.
Need it. Come in handy.
Look, that's fine. But I'll leave it with you anyway.
Thank you.
The services that are listed there on the website that you'll find the address for in there are free.
Good.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay. Now let's talk about the ceremony itself.
We're going to keep it pretty simple. We've done the big fat wedding. I've got no desire to do that again. I'll just be with Judith and me, 2 witnesses, and our children and their families, and a couple of mutual friends, including Adam and his partner, 2 mates of mine who I sing with. I think it's 25 people altogether.
Yes, it's 25. And it's going to be in the garden of my son's house.
Okay, so
and we're looking at the actual ceremony taking about half an hour.
Okay, so that's what you said here previously?
Now, my daughter is a singer and she's going to sing a song at the start. Wild Mountain Time, which is a lovely old Scottish ballad. And then we'll exchange vows and rings. And then Ronaldo's trio that he sings with will finish off with the song that we did in the show, The Carpenter's Number, For All We Know. In there somewhere, I guess you have to do some formal legal things.
Yes, I do. We might talk about your singing at some stage as well, Ronaldo. I'm looking forward to this. This sounds like a very exciting ceremony.
I'm practicing.
You're practicing. You sing something regularly?
Yeah, every Tuesday in the drugstore coffee shop in Summerhill.
Oh, wonderful.
An hour and a half.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, look, the legal part I have to do is not very much, but it needs to be done. Basically, I do need to say to everybody gathered that I am a authorised celebrant, and so that I can perform marriages under the Marriage Act 1961. I remind both of you that marriage is a solemn and binding relationship, and that according to the law, marriage is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntary union for life. So they've changed that last bit to just two people. It used to be a man and a woman, but when the law changed around same-sex marriage, that changed.
That's a relief, actually. My youngest daughter will be there with her female partner, and it was a bit awkward at her sister's wedding where they said marriage has to be between a man and a woman. So I'm glad that won't happen this time, but I don't know if they're going to get married.
I'm always available. Look, it was getting a bit uncomfortable for some of us as well, as celebrants. So glad that was changed. The other legal requirement is you will both need to say to each other something along the lines of calling on those present to witness that you take each other as partners. But that's it. I mean, you have said, use the word partner. Excellent.
So you start things off on the day?
Yeah, look, I can. It's up to you. But what I can do is I usually call people together. It's an official way of starting things off. And then I often say a few introductory words about the couple who are getting married, whatever you'd like me to say. It's just, giving it a background to maybe how you met, how the proposal happened, which is a lovely story. A bit about how the ceremony is going to go as well.
Sort of like a prologue to a play. Setting the scene and getting across the mood, I suppose.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. I can write some of this down. I've got some examples of what I do and the kind of structure of it. I can send that across to you. You can write your own words in there.
Yeah, we're planning on that.
Great.
I do a little bit of design and layout work for the theatre.
Right.
So we thought it would be nice to just keep that involvement going for the wedding.
Wonderful, wonderful. Another creative wedding. I'm so thrilled really to be doing this again with people who are giving so much of themselves into the ceremony and making it so personal. That's just lovely. Speaking of personal, is anybody else in the family going to be involved in the wedding? Children, grandchildren?
What do you think? Maybe they could bring us our rings.
The grandchildren?
Yeah, it could be a bit theatrical.
Sure.
Velvet cushion or something.
Yes.
You better pin them to the cushions.
Okay.
Don't lose them.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yes. I have had a few disasters that way where the ring has gone missing at the wrong moment. But now, we've also got an official certificate to sign and a marriage certificate from the registry office. We can either take you aside and get all your witnesses and sign that, or we can kind of make a thing again of it and sign in front of everybody.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think it would be nice to sign in front of everyone, and maybe we can kiss after we do that.
Sounds perfect.
Like that?
Sure, you can be as kissing as you like.
Thank you.
Then what I finally do as a celebrant is present the new married couple to the crowd.
Okay.
I'll just have a few simple words around that. I don't say a lot. I just talk about you starting a new stage of your life and stuff.
Yeah, I like that, because my treater can come in straight away with the song, and the lyrics are all about starting out on a lifetime of getting to know each other.
And I like that.
For all we know.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so I had some notes already from you, Judith, and I've taken some other notes there. As I said, I'll put this all together into a package for you. I'll also send you the full details of what I'm charging you for, the invoice for the 25% deposit, the copies of the forms, so you have all of that. I'd like to check in about 6 weeks in advance with a couple about where things are and how they're going. And then, as I said, maybe we'll look at a later date at a rehearsal, maybe 1 week beforehand, where we can finalise all the paperwork and just make sure everything's hunky-dory.
It all sounds good.
Excellent. All right, I'm looking forward to that. And we'll talk and communicate by email further.
Fantastic.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judith.
Thank you.
Okay. That ends the video.
Live happily ever after.
Well, if there's a hiccup,